What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to all of my videos and all the brand new subscribers I'm seeing flow in. So I'm sitting here kind of bored in the hotel room the night before PRI, running over some ideas for maybe some new videos, and the biggest thing that keeps hitting me right in front of me is our year of racing. So this year for 2017 was my first official year of drag racing with the ODSS Outlaw Diesel Super Series, and I've learned so much, went over a lot of tough bridges and learned a lot. Our year started out at Rudy's Diesel Extravaganza for our first official ODSS race. We bent a valve from a previous turbo failure at a test hit. We ended up taking second place that day with being left on the tree. Ran a perfect 670 of Bain and Woosley, actually kicked my ass at the tree.
Competitors pre-stage, right lane, Woosley goes in, here comes Wilson, here comes the tree. Reaction time advantage,
He's the number one points winner for this year, so I can't complain to that. The rest of the year took off. We had a lot of bumps and bruises along the way, learning and figuring out how things work and finding the limits of everything that we put together in the truck. We actually had 3 engines go in the truck this year. We melted several pistons, bent some valves, learned that stock valves don't hold up to very much power or RPMs. Found some transmission failures. We do a lot of testing for Suncoast Transmission, and we're kind of their test dummy for that department. So we do test a lot of things. One of the problems we ran into is we went to TS Performance in Kentucky this year and went out and didn't get to make the true track competition. We made one hit in qualifying, went out for our second hit and snapped the intermediate shaft and came back, pulled the transmission out of the truck, rebuilt it on the ground, put a new intermediate shaft in the truck, and I actually snapped the turbo shaft on a test drive down on the highway. So it just goes to show that no matter what you do, sometimes it's hard to get ahead in racing. It takes a lot of patience, more than you can imagine. I set out a lot of goals this year and decided I wanted to do the half-mile drag race, wanted to do dirt drag racing. More or less had the mindset of, if you told me I couldn't do it, I was going to try it no matter what it took. That's exactly what I did this year. So check out all these awesome videos we got showing up in this video, and if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please, if you have any questions about what we did this year, please don't hesitate to ask.
Rick Newberry with a substantial advantage on the tree. 6.
lane 60, 140.
I started this year off with the goal of wanting to run a 670. That was my goal, just to be able to hit the 670 8th mile index mark. I went out to our first test hit and went a 650 out the door, which was more than I ever imagined I'd ever do. After getting the need for speed and going that fast, all I wanted to do was go faster. So I started cutting and dropping weight off the truck every chance I could. And then Ryan Milliken told me I need to put nitrous on the truck, talked me into doing it, and boy, glad am I that I did that. So I put nitrous on the truck. We ran a 615 at the local track, and the need for speed kept eating at me. So I started cutting more and more stuff away. For the last couple races of the year, after the ODSS series was over with, I actually cut the bed off the truck and set out for a goal to run 5s. I had to hit 5s just so I could have, almost the fastest truck in Florida. And, I did it. I set out a goal and we went for it. It was either go or blow, and I had to run 5s. I went to Bradenton Motorsports Park, set out a goal to, like I said, to run 5s, and I actually proposed to my girlfriend, now fiance there. She said yes. And literally got in my truck after her saying yes and went a 589 at 124 miles per hour. Out the back and went a 9.1 at 149 or 151. I'll have to look it up. I'm not positive on that. But I mean, just our year in racing has been absolutely insane and fast moving and very productive. We achieved a lot of goals, to say the least. So we left there, went to Mississippi for the Gulfport drag strip, the Diesel Thunder final finale, and due to some other problems they had in trying to govern the race for Pro Street and make it even for the Super Street guys that came from out west, we didn't take first place. We were the fastest truck there. I did go a 585 at 127 in the 8th mile, which is really damn fast for my setup.
Gonna get their first 587 with a 6. Bruce Wilson with the win.
And so that was the fastest I went this year, was a 585 at 127. Faster than I ever imagined I would go. Very fast for the setup on the truck that I had, and definitely pushed us to its limits. So we did that. Left there and went to Ryan Milliken's track. I never remember the name of that damn track. Emerald Coast Dragway. And literally made one pass and blew the motor up, split the block in half, and that was the end of the year for us. So literally we went the fastest we ever went, and then the final pass after that, the motor blew up. So, what's the chances of that? It's absolutely insane. So to finish the video off, I'd really like to thank all my sponsors, Fast Fuel Systems, DieselLife.com, and Suncoast Transmissions. Without them, I wouldn't have made it where I am this year or today. And we have so many amazing plans for next year and next year's racing season. The Outlaw Diesel Super Series has come up with a new class, which is 590 index, to help us guys that are in 670 that want to go faster but can't necessarily afford the Pro Street class, which is dipping down to the 5 second. Usually, some of them are actually getting really close to the 4 second, the 4.99 mark. The 590 class will open a lot of The 590 class will open a lot of doors for a lot of new racers and racers that have been out of the game that couldn't stick with Pro Street but didn't want to slow down to 670. So it should be a pretty big class next year. Looking forward to that. As far as everything else goes, it's been an amazing year, and I appreciate all my followers and everyone that's kept up with us and all my supporters. Stay tuned into the channel for the build we're doing this winter with the truck. We're doing a lot of carbon fiber, a lot of really cool things on the truck this winter. A lot of upgrades, and we're going for a bigger power plant, which is why we're at PRI this weekend to talk to Fleece Performance and D&J Precision Machine to see who we want to go with to build our motor for next year. Until then, we will see you guys later. Thanks.